We have an epidemic of lying in our societies right now. And I'm going to be talking about a whole structure of lying cooked up by a school, by a church school, which has left a lot of children in a lot of trouble. And it should land the school and all the teachers in a lot of trouble as well, but I doubt it will. Not considering the state that our churches are in right now. I'm Grannyopteryx. Do any of you remember a case last year when a man who said he identified as a woman was put on a women's hospital ward? And when one of the patients said she'd been raped, the entire staff insisted that was impossible because it was a woman-only ward. I'll put some of the headlines up here. It was only when, after months of pushing, the woman and her legal team got the CCTV evidence that forced the hospital to admit what had actually happened. During which time, many months, she'd been driven to nervous collapse by allegations from the hospital that she might at best have been dreaming and at worst she had a mental illness. Well, we have the same thing here. Here, we have a school charged with looking after children and conspiring to lie to them, to violate the trust that any child should have in those charged to look after them. What can they have been thinking of? Children are being assaulted by lies all the time. You get BBC kiddie shows telling them that our history isn't what it really is. You get, and they admit, by the way, that they're lying, but feel it's better for social cohesion. No lie is better for social cohesion. And you get social media put out by people with agendas. They admit they have agendas, they skew facts and figures, but kids listen to that and often believe them. And now getting in on the act, the church running a girls' school and covertly sneaking in boys, well, a boy in a skirt. A Church of England school. Think about those words. The Church of England. One of the cornerstones of our Constitution. What on earth were they thinking of? Here's the report. Boy, 4, allowed to join Church of England school as a girl. Ministers pledged to intervene. Well, you know, they may pledge to intervene and they may get something sorted out here, but the fact is the church did this. A Church of England primary school allowed a 4-year-old boy to join as a girl. The Telegraph can reveal. I do hate that can reveal thing that Telegraph always uses. The child's sex was hidden from classmates who were described by parents as traumatised when they found out. I'm interrupting to remind you to click like and to subscribe and share. Also, I'm constantly being told that YouTube removes subscriptions, so please click the notification bell and check that you really are subscribed. All the links to my other channels are in the description, including links to donation sites. I'm always grateful, of course, for donations, but simply clicking like is the best thing you can do for this video and my channel generally. Thank you. One of the parents of a child who was friends with the trans girl told the Telegraph that the school had robbed her daughter of her childhood as she struggled to come to terms with learning her friend is not a girl and that teachers lied to her about it. It's just everyone was lying. Of course, the boy was lying and the teachers were lying too. The girl was surrounded by lies. How is that not going to affect the rest of her life? Let's have a look at some more. Gillian Keegan said it is understood to be concerned. Yeah, I'd say a lot more concerned. Incandescent with rage should be what the sentiment she was feeling. Kemi Badenoch told the Telegraph she was very concerned. Yeah, political language. The primary school in the southeast of England, oh, where else would it be but the southeast, allowed the boy to join the school as a girl 3 years ago when he was 4 years old. He's now in year 3, which is for children aged between 7 and 8. And he would be, at that point, getting bigger than the girls and stronger. He would be starting to develop more strength and possibly more aggression as well. And I don't know. I don't know whether it says he's a bit of a bully in the school, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was. He formed a friendship group with her daughter and some other girls in the same class, and she welcomed him to play dates. The mother, who was formerly a non-teaching staff member, had been told by the school not to disclose the child's biological sex to anyone. So, yeah, it was a collaboration of colleagues, wasn't it? All watching each other's back. The parent said her daughter started behaving strangely last term, including by refusing to talk or listen to the radio on the way home, hiding under the table, and suffering from stress-induced insomnia and constipation. I didn't know that stress actually causes constipation. I'm not so sure it did, but certainly that girl was that girl was stressed out. She said that after repeatedly asking her child if something was wrong, she told her that she knew the secret that her classmate was really a boy. So it's one of these things, you know. It was during the 80s when they were talking about adult interference with children. I have to be careful about how I can put this. Teachers and parents and other people in authority would tell children, look, if an adult is doing something to you that you feel is not right, and the adult says it's just a secret between us, then that means it's wrong. There should be no secrets like that. That's the advice they used to give children. And now, here, they are doing the very thing they tell the children not to believe, by having secrets like that you're not supposed to tell other people. The mother and other members of her family have repeatedly raised concerns about the safeguarding of children at the school in the past 2 months. She said, I just want my daughter to be a child. The school's actions have robbed her of this, and that can never be given back. Well, yeah, they've lied to her. Everybody's been lying to her. How is she going to grow up? And all the other kids as well. This is one particular mother. There must be many more. She withdrew her daughter from the school. I believe a couple more of the kids in that immediate social circle have also left the school. The Church of England's guidance for schools on bullying, titled Valuing All God's Children, which includes a foreword by the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Most Reverend Justin Welby, states, the protected characteristic of gender reassignment works one way. Not being transgender is not a protected characteristic. So I've had my criticisms of Welby before, and here's another one. He's telling people you have to protect transgender children, even if it means ruining the lives of everybody who isn't transgender. And this is the mealy-mouthed politics. A spokesman for the school said, we're aware of the concerns raised. Oh, there are people concerned again, and are already looking into them. Question, why now? Why not before? Oh, because this was a non-teaching member of staff and you wanted to do her a favour at the expense of everybody else, of all the other children, of the lies, in support of a lie. We're in contact with the relevant authorities and have an ongoing open dialogue. Oh my goodness. I don't want to read any more of this. Look, you take a 4-year-old boy who thinks he's a girl. How can a 4-year-old boy say that? I'd say it's more like the parents had a case of proxy Munchausen, if you want my opinion. And it won't be only the girls who are traumatised by this, by the way. Now the boy's been found out. What did the parents and the teachers think would happen when that kid was discovered to be a boy? Did they think they could keep it secret all the time? No. Did they think all the girls, now he's been found out, did they think that when he was found out, all the girls would gather round and say, oh gosh, we've been lied to all these years, but now we know, we're perfectly cool about that. Kids don't work like that. At the very least, that's a different kid, and a different kid usually gets marked out in the school for some sort of pushing and shoving, if not actual bullying. Is that boy going to be happy at that school? Of course not. And question is his life going to be any good with parents who are prepared to do that to him and all the other kids in the school? I doubt it. Okay, till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Graniopteryx design or Grambo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.graniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.